Okay, Lynn, how you doing? We're good to go, so we'll call the meeting to order. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. With that, roll has been taken.
Thank you.
Very good. So we'll entertain a motion for the approval of the January 14th, 2020 regular meeting minutes.
Move approval.
Support.
I have a motion and support. Are there any comments, questions, removals, or anything going on there? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, and the motion is carried. Moving on to hearings, we have a public hearing for the purpose of determining whether the following described premises shall be designated as an obsolete property rehabilitation district under PA 146 of 2000. The property is 110 East Superior, also known as 29-51-031-254-00.
That's how
And that property is known only to Kathy that way.
Yeah.
The rest of us will call it 110.
2851 is out. It's out. The rest of it.
Yeah, Golden Gems. The old Golden Gems.
The old Golden Gems building.
Yeah.
And that building, it's a one-story building. It's located between Pizza Sam's and the Farm Bureau agent on East Superior Street on the south side. Just to give you a quick overview, obviously we've done these OPRA districts, that's the acronym for the Obsolete Property Rehabilitation Act, in the past for different buildings. Like I've described before, we could create one OPRA district for the whole downtown, but to keep everybody up to date on what we're doing in the different buildings and things like that, we just individually come in and request as projects come in for those particular buildings. I think it's a little more transparent, and also we send out notices each time that happens, so there's more information that's getting out there. So that's why we do it this way, but you could just create the whole district at one time also. But the OPRA, as the mayor mentioned, is from Public Act 146 of 2000. It's designed to assist in the rehabilitation of older buildings in which have been contaminated, blighted, or functionally obsolete. In this case, this building is functionally obsolete from the standpoint that all the mechanical, electrical, and plumbing is completely got to go and completely rebuilt. Essentially, once the application comes in, that'll be the next step. Essentially, the existing taxable value on the designated building is frozen for up to 12 years. The freezing of the taxable value, it provides an incentive for the developer to make significant improvements to the building without significantly increasing the property taxes on the building. This provides an opportunity for the developer to recoup some of the costs of investing in a more distressed property. And this property is pretty distressed. It's been vacant since for a while. Ace came to town. Ace of Diamonds was in town in 2012-ish, and Golden Gems closed down right after that. The building has seen a lot of water damage over since that time, so everything's got to go. It'll be down to bare studs and then rebuilt back from actually ground up, so everything will be brand new in it. The process, the local unit of government must hold a public hearing to first establish the OPRA district. That's what we're doing tonight. A resolution must be passed that determines that the district to be an area characterized by obsolete properties, and that's part of the resolution if the commission decides to move forward, and that will establish this district tonight. So that'll give the opportunity for the property owner to go ahead and finish out their design plans and submit those to us, and then fill out the application for the OPRA. Second, the establishment of the district, the owner of the obsolete property can submit an application to the local unit of government for the obsolete property exemption certificate. So basically, once they submit that application, we'll review it to make sure it's complete. We'll set another public hearing, send out notices, let people know that they've submitted this application to be reviewed by the City Commission. We hold the other public hearing, and then at that time, the City Commission can either say, yes, we accept the application, or deny the application. And then at that time, if they accept the application, they determine the incentive years, and it's up to 12 years. Once approved locally, the recommendation of the application and resolution is sent to the State Tax Commission. The State Tax Commission has 60 days to approve or disapprove the request. And the state tax commission has the final say on the approval of the Oprah exemption. So they've never said no to any recommendation the board has made to them, but that is complete within their power to do that if they do wish to. So that's where we're at tonight, is we're establishing the district, and we'll see you hopefully in the next couple months with a project and application. So they may have any questions for me before I turn it back over to you.
Well, I guess one thing come to mind when you initially spoke about the district and the way we do them individually versus doing basically the whole stretch of
The whole
downtown.
downtown or something, yeah.
Is that, to your knowledge, ever caused any delay in projects or any developer to,
No. No, we haven't had that issue, right?
it hasn't come up
No,
with
no,
anything? So.
No, it's just, if you're establishing district, it does, obviously you can't really do any, true work until, once you own the property, until that district's established. But from a standpoint of making sure that, say if you had the district already done, and they came in and just started working on things, and then totally blew by even getting the application in because they didn't know it was a district, then they've just totally missed their opportunity there also. So it kind of helps get them thinking about, okay, this is part of my overall project as I'm figuring out my financing and things like that too. So hopefully it's a little more helpful than just putting it out there and then people forget to even submit the application. So.
And I assume, if I forgive me, I think we've gone through it before, there's some costs associated for the developer for doing this as well. They cover the cost of the mailings and...
Yes. Yep. We charge a fee for like the public hearing notice and then the application that goes out. Just cover some staff time, that sort of thing. Yep.
It's
And
fairly minimal?
Yeah, it's a $200 fee.
Okay.
Yep. Just like a special use permit for a commercial district. Our conditional rezoning, we charge $200 for that fee also. So that's...
So the return on the $200 is pretty substantial?
Yes, very much so.
Very good.
Yep. And that covers both this hearing and then when we do the application hearing. So it isn't like we charge them another $200 for that. So.
Very good. Anybody else have any questions for Eric? And it's a public hearing, right? So we open it up to the public? Anybody from the public have any questions for Eric?
I can stay up there if there's
I have questions for you, so. It's a good chance for anybody to stump him, so.
We'll be back.
All right.
Do you need a motion to close it?
So we need a motion to close, yes.
Move to close the hearing?
Support.
All right, motion support. Any comments, questions? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The hearing is closed. Next up, we'd like to adopt a resolution authorizing the establishment of an obsolete property rehabilitation district for the parcel located at 110 East Superior Street.
Move approval.
Support.
Motion support. Any more comments or questions? Last chance. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The motion is carried.
I'd like to abstain.
Okay. Very good. So noted, I presume.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving down, our next item is receipt and awards of bids for the annual chemical procurement for the wastewater treatment plant. The following bids were received on January 22, 2020. And there's 4 different bidders for 2 different chemicals: chlorine, 16 tons, and ferric chloride of 26 dry tons. I don't think I need to read them all, but...
This is pretty standard from last year's amounts, right? I mean, it didn't like increase a lot or
It's right,
anything.
it's in line with what we were projecting and we're establishing for this upcoming
I
month.
went back and I want to make sure I was looking at the right thing on the budget. Okay.
We had talked about alternatives to chlorine, did we not?
That was the water treatment.
The water treatment,
This is
sorry.
wastewater. I don't think
Okay.
we ever discussed anything.
Okay. Fine, I just missed a
No, that's
confusion
a
too.
good point.
Approve the recommended bidders.
Okay. Have a motion?
Second.
We can support. Any additional comments or questions? Hearing none. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. And those bids have been, I guess, accepted. Moving down to agreements. Consideration of a resolution to enter into a grant agreement with the Michigan Economic Development Corporation in the amount of $50,000 to support the remaining environmental study and demolition of abandoned buildings and other structures located at 465 and 675 Hoffman Road, and to authorize the city manager, Matt Schooley, to sign the agreement. The note says the project will remove the final residential components and allow the land to be marketed as a vetted site for an industrial development project. So, moving that right along.
Move approval.
Okay? I assume we have a motion support? Any comments or questions?
I'm sorry, Greg, I didn't catch the second.
Oh.
It was
Who'd you get for
Roxanne and
first? It was
I.
Roxanne and Michelle.
Thank
It was
you.
a tie.
We did.
It's a choice, whatever it is.
Okay. Thank
Oh,
you.
we could arm wrestle or-
No, I'm not.
Okay. So, any comments or questions on this? And this is the property, if you remember, out east of Jerome Road that the refinery donated to us a while back.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct, and it's the two residential pieces that the city has purchased in the
Right.
last 8 years.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
So it could gives us a contiguous piece of
Yes.
land. And what did it say, 165 acres, was that?
Yes, it'll be, yes,
So it's
yes.
a very nice parcel for development.
Very nice. Yeah, all industrial.
Yeah. And we're working on our sewer line to service it, so hopefully sooner rather than later. Hey, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried. Reports. Commissioners may receive the following reports by one resolution, or any commissioner may remove any item within the section for individual discussion and vote. We have reports from the Planning Commission of January 6th, the Finance Director's monthly report, the Finance Committee's minutes of January 14th, and the City Manager's report. At your pleasure. Motion to receive.
Support.
Motion to receive, we have support. Anybody comments, questions? Anybody pull anything for discussion? Hearing none. What, did you have comments?
I generally do it after, but I realize I should probably do that now when you say that, because there are a couple things in the city manager report I'd just like to clarify that we go over. And I think that this
Fair
would
enough,
be
you have the
time to do
floor.
that. Thank you. I think one of the items that I think needs to be brought to everybody's attention, because it's been a long time item out there, is the transit, county-wide transit issue and looking. That has been in discussion for quite some time. A couple weeks ago, I would say probably Director Bobolitz and I came together and started looking at it as the real county-wide issue. The reality is we're servicing three density areas is what we really start talking about. That's Pine River, St. Louis, and the city of Ithaca would be the ones to talk about. As we've looked at putting out a county-wide millage, which County Board of Commissioners would have some decision on that. We've been back and forth with a lot of talks going into that as to whether that's something that they have the appetite for, or whether the entire county has an appetite for this. We really made some decisions that said we really needed to look at those three areas. Those are the three areas where the populations are. Those are the three areas that they were going, and realistically say to those three jurisdictions, it's up to you. We've had a lot of talk back and forth as to how we would do that. So along the same time, we've ended up partnering, Brett's partnered with Dr. Ben Peterson and some students from Elma College to do a study of those specific areas. We have an entire policy planning class, a public policy class that's going to split up those jurisdictions, meet with local officials, talk with the medical community, do different things coupled with the data that Brett's able to provide of ridership. And they're really going to focus on need, feasibility for them. The idea is to have back to them by early April the reports they will present then to the different jurisdictions, saying to them, we will then at that point be able to give them enough information to say, do you want to go to your individual boards and commissions to pull your own millage in order to contract with us and to do that. At that point in time, it's really back on those local units of government to make their own decision, as opposed to the whole county to say, if you want it, these are the things that we would talk about, and it would get on the ballot in August. If there is no desire to put it on the ballot, we would then go into a thing to cease our operations there at that point in time. If they put it on the ballot, we would continue to operate under the current contracts that we have with them until August when it hits the ballot. So I think after a long discussion, a long term, I think we've put need out there. I would tell you, and because I was the former transit director, and the Brett's continued some very, very good things. When you look at ridership increasing from 41,000 to 75,000 in 5 years, it shows there's a big need for things. But there has to be a need based upon what the appetite is for those different jurisdictions. So I want to make sure that everybody's clear on that. If you have any questions, you're free to get with Brett, and we would be sure to talk to you about that. I've given you a thing on the Connecting Entrepreneurs Conference update. We had a great visit from them last week. I got even a better response from them this afternoon. This afternoon, I received a call from them that we have been awarded the 2020 conference.
Congratulations.
So, thank you. And I would tell you that the group first that went to Ludington obviously made a very nice impression on the folks up there because they came here ready to take their tour and to go around town. And Andy Hayes, who is the chairman of that committee, really said some very nice things about this town. He said, I don't think you folks have any idea what you actually have here. So he was very, very impressed, and they look forward. It'll be October 14th and 15th. We'd anticipate probably, 80 to 90 people will be coming down for a 2-day conference, and we're excited about that. And I think I've explained in the past, the conference integrates in the downtown. All the things are handled right inside there. So different breakout sessions. They were so enamored with Saravilla, it was unbelievable. When we took them to Saravilla, they just loved it. So that's good. Good meetings last night, community meeting on the planned unit development that we had last night with community. I think that was a real good step. We're at stage 3 of the planned unit development out of about a 9-step process. So it's continuing to move forward on the middle school property and property out on Michigan Avenue. So, and lastly, that's all I have for my report. So, I'll hit the last. Well, lastly, I'll hit that at the end. I'll hit that at the end. I'd just like to thank everybody who participated in the Aspire Alma program yesterday to get 80 people out of originally 103, 80 to come back when they knew we were going to ask them to sign on the dotted line to actually get involved. We've got some information up on our website today. The plan is there. Some more information about where we're going. Every group left there yesterday by setting their next meeting. That's pretty impressive that every group left with a meeting set to go and to do the things that we can do in
And
this
some of them
community.
start Thursday?
Yeah, the first one is
First one
is Thursday night.
Is
on
it Mark? Is that yours?
So some
Thursday?
anxious folks, and we look forward to the input. Thank you.
I don't know which one.
And along those lines, I think there's room for more people to join that effort as well, right?
We would
There's-
definitely, if there's interest.
That 80 is gonna need some help, so.
Yeah, if you check out our website, if you want to look on the website, the entire plan's there, and you get a better idea as far as where the groups are heading and what we're looking to do. So, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
We need a vote.
So with that, we're ready to vote, I believe. So all those in favor of receiving the reports?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. The motion is carried. Moving down to appropriations. Would we like to pay the bills?
Move we pay the appropriations.
Support.
The motion support. Are there any comments, questions? Anybody want to pull any items for further discussion? Hearing none. Those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion's carried. Move on to commissioners' comments. Michelle, since you're gonna have to cover for both you and Sarah.
Audra?
That's Audra. Not Sarah, Audra.
I'm good, thanks. I'm gonna keep quiet until Nick starts talking, and then he's gonna remind me of something.
He's used to
Yeah.
Well,
We're in
and
sec-
I
we're in year
apologize,
two,
I
we're
should
good.
have introduced you as the recent Tartan
I was-
Award winner.
There we go. There we go. I was
Sorry
gonna
to step on
congratulate
your,
you. Somebody had to step on my line. Congratulations to
Thank
you,
you.
and nothing else to add.
Anything come to you yet?
I'm good.
Roxanne's busy, so
I have nothing to add, thanks.
nothing to add, okay. Mr. Mott.
Just congratulations
Thank you.
to Michelle. That's a
It's a biggie.
good award.
It's a good award.
Opposed to the bad awards that so many people hate.
That's a good award.
It's a good award.
Thank you.
Nothing, Roger? Sarah?
No, thank you.
Quiet group. Matt, anything else?
Other than congratulations, Michelle.
Thank
It was a
you.
really nice evening.
Thank you.
I will certainly add my congratulations once again on that.
Thank you.
That's great. And appreciation to everybody that is participating in Alma Aspires to this point, which is the part of the planning process. And we encourage everybody to get involved. So there's lots to be done and a lot of positive energy. And you made one comment at that group that came to visit, and they said, we don't realize what we have. And while we do take it for granted occasionally, I think we do realize what we have here. We have a great community, we have a lot of resources, a lot of assets here, and a lot of great people, so it's just gonna get better. With that, we'll open up the public who would like to come to the podium, address the commission. Please state your name and address and share your thoughts. Looks like we got a volunteer. Lori, you're first up.
Well, my name is Laura. I live in 517 Michigan Avenue, St. Louis. I would just hope everybody can come to the fundraiser or a community output for one of our local firefighters. I know I'm gonna be there to support, because this person is going through a lot, and if we can get prayers and allow a lot of people coming to support this person, I think it'd be a great deal for their family and our local fire departments to be there. And I just hope we have a good outcome, because this person don't deserve what they got. You know, it happens to the good people. It happened to me, I know, I've been there, I've done that, and I'm here today. Another thing, the ordinance for November 1st to May 1st, people are sitting on the side of the roads and impounding our snowplow people. You know, they got a driveway to pull in, they need to do it. You know, people take advantage of our ordinances, and I think it should be enforced. But like I said, this firefighter don't deserve what he got. And I just hope for the best, because this firefighter worked with my uncle, and they all worked with my uncle. So I just hope you come out and help the family and our local fire department here on February 8th. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lori. I think our fire department's pretty good at raising money when they need to. I think the community supports them pretty well, so I wish you much success with that for you and the team and Mark and everybody involved, so. Anybody else care to address the commission tonight? Hearing none, I think we'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So,
Motion support, all those in favor?
aye.
Opposed, same sign, we're adjourned. Thank you very much, have a great evening. See you all in a couple of weeks, if not before.
That was August.